build-up to Andrew Jackson's duel with John Sevier, who was the first governor of Tennessee, took a couple of years of bitter rivalry. The build-up to this rivalry began after John Sevier served 3 consecutive terms as governor of Tennessee before stepping down due to term limits. Sevier decided to run for the post of commander of the militia after his 3-term limit was up. His opponent for the post was Jackson, and the election that followed was close enough to be determined to draw. According to Tennessee law at the time, it was then up to the governor, who was then Jackson's friend, to choose the next militia commander. Governor Rowan chose Jackson because he was his friend. This defeat to Jackson left Sevier feeling bitter, especially since Sevier had a great deal more military experience than Jackson at this time. Sevier was then re-elected governor again, and Jackson, still the commander of the militia. Both men saw each other on a regular basis, and Sevier had not forgotten Jackson's accusations during the election. During a heated exchange out in the courthouse square in Knoxville, Sevier accused Jackson of adultery. This accusation led to shots being fired, although no one was hurt, and Jackson having to be pulled away from Sevier. At the time, dueling in Tennessee was illegal, so they settled on a meeting point in Virginia, where dueling was legal, to settle their feud. They met, exchanging insults on a road in Virginia, and during the argument, Sevier's horse ran off with his firearms. Jackson pulled out his firearms and began chasing Sevier, who had to hide behind a tree while their seconds tried to calm them down. Eventually, Jackson was calmed down and both men parted ways without any bloodshed.
You cheated to get governor of militia.
I want fair and square.
How about we settle this to a duel?
Sure, let's go.
Oh no, my horse has my gun.
Hey, where'd you go?
Future President Andrew Jackson kills a man named Charles Dickinson, who accused him of cheating on a horse race bet and also insulted his wife, Rachel. Jackson and Dickinson were rival horse breeders and southern plantation owners with a long-standing hatred of each other. Dickinson accused Jackson of reneging on a horse bet, calling Jackson a coward. Dickinson also called Rachel Jackson a bigamist.
Fire.
Hey.
Andrew Jackson's first duel was set against Rachel Avery. He was a successful attorney and veteran of the American Revolution. During Jackson's early years as an attorney, he faced off against Avery in a civil suit. Avery, who outmatched Jackson considerably, took one of Jackson's arguments and turned it around very badly on him. Jackson immediately wrote out a challenge for a duel in an old law book and handed it to Avery. Avery first thought the challenge was a joke, but then later found out that Jackson was not joking. Then a time and place were set for the two to duel later that evening. By the time the two had met at the place where they were to duel, Jackson had cooled down a bit. Nevertheless, both men stepped off and ultimately decided not to shoot each other, with each man firing a single shot in the air.
Fire.
Right.
Richard Lawrence was an unemployed house painter who thought Andrew Jackson had killed his father. He approached Jackson as he left a congressional funeral held in the House chamber of the Capitol building and shot at him, but his gun misfired. The gunpowder inside of his gun did not ignite. He then pulled out another gun, and the same thing happened. The gunpowder did not ignite. Jackson pulled out his cane and clubbed Richard Lawrence.
You killed my father. Bang. What the heck? Bang.